We're looking at a right triangle here, and I know it's a right triangle because of this notation. That little corner right in this angle means that that is worth 90 degrees. It's a 90-degree angle. So I got two sides, and all of the angles are identified. We got Ben and Clarissa, two students, and they're looking at this triangle, and they're seeing two different slope ratios. Ben sees a slope ratio of 7/10. Clarissa sees a slope ratio of 10/7. Now we want to know who is correct. So first off, let's talk about what a slope ratio is. Slope ratio is when we graph a line, right? And we go from 2 points on the line, and we draw a little slope triangle, and we get some angle right there, and we have our change in y over change in x, our rise over our run. So we want to always look at this thing when we're looking at a slope ratio in terms of the right angle kind of being bottom right and looking at an acute angle over here. So if we look at it, I'm going to kind of turn the paper a little bit, which may feel a little bit weird, but I want to look at this kind of more the way we would see it as a slope triangle. Line going this way, acute angle 35, right angle there. As I look at it here, I'm going to look at this and I'm going, okay, my rise is 7 and my run is 10. So from this 35-degree angle, so we're looking at that, we're going, okay, it's 7/10. Well, it feels like Ben is right. The thing about the slope ratio, though, is that you can reorient the triangle. So I'm going to kind of do this again. I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to look at it this way. Now you're thinking, oh, maybe my line's going that way, but that's okay. I got an acute angle, bottom right, and I got a right angle here. Now the slope ratio here would be rise over run, and in this case, it would be 10/7. So from this angle, it appears that Clarissa is right because the rise is 10 and the run is 7. And if we look, Ben had 7/10 from the green angle. Clarissa had 10/7. That's the perspective from the blue. So if we're going with who is right, they're kind of both right. And they're also kind of both wrong. Here we can put they're both half correct. Because any slope triangle is going to actually have two slope ratios. Any slope triangle has two slope ratios. And the reason it has two slope ratios is it has two acute angles. All right, we have a 55 and we have a 35-degree angle. So if I look at this from the perspective of the 35-degree angle, then my slope ratio from here is going to be 7/10. But if I change that and I go to the 55-degree angle, then it's going to be 10/7. So they're both right, but they just didn't see it from the other person's perspective. A great lesson for us all. All right, hope this is helpful. Message me anytime with questions.